Hey everybody, and welcome back to NFT Kings. My name is Matt, and in today's video, of course, we're getting into our daily update for Decentraland or Mana. If you guys are new, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, and let's get right into it. So again, folks, this has been incredible to watch. I've been rooting for Mana for a very long time. I know a lot of people here have as well, and what we're watching is perhaps some of the sturdiest legs I have seen on a crypto pump like this. I mean, this is really incredible. When we look on the month, guys, we see an exponential explosion a few days ago, and it just holds, man. It just holds. Right now, sitting right above $3, which, if you guys remember from some of my previous videos, I predicted would be roughly the range. I said roughly between $3 and $3.50, maybe into the 280s or 290s at most, and that seems to be the circumstance that we are working with here. The volume, of course, on the past 24 hours is down a good deal, which is fine, because it does seem that it is more sell volume that is gone than buy volume, so the buy volume is still beating out the sell volume here just by a little bit, of course. And when we take a look, guys, I wanted to show you something that just came out today. This is actually from Kraken here over on Twitter, which you guys can see right here. This is the Kraken exchange, and they are essentially talking a little bit about what Mana actually is, and I think this will definitely be a good bit of information for some of you guys. And you guys can see they talk a little bit about what Decentraland is, what it actually does, and that's fantastic. And again, I think that had this pump not happened, you know, Kraken might have not been so inclined to do this. So they talk a little bit about the options here. The land, of course, used to purchase digital real estate, and Mana itself, which is the actual crypto spent in Decentraland. And of course, these changes are enacted through smart contracts, which is wonderful, and it's all done through Ethereum, which is great. And you guys can see the software leverages Ethereum to track ownership of the land, which requires users to hold its Mana token within an Ethereum wallet, like MetaMask or anything like that, to engage its ecosystem. They get into architecture, how you know, you could have a parcel of land or whatnot, and each is has a unique coordinate in the world, an owner reference, description file. So they go into a lot of stuff here, and this is just a great little look here from Kraken, and it reminded me of exactly what amazing stuff they've created here. I mean, they have literally created a metaverse before it became popular, before it became something people wanted to do, and of course they've managed to secure that by doing it with Ethereum wallets as a ERC20 token, and it's just incredible, guys. So good job on Kraken for this. This was a really nice, short, but great read. And of course, speaking of things that are great, guys, make sure to check out Webull. Top of the link down below in the description, folks. It is so easy to do. You guys can sign up and get 2 free stocks valued up to $2,300. So if you guys use my link, you guys can do that, get started trading stocks, crypto, all that good stuff, including, of course, Shiba Inu and a lot of great cryptos, Ethereum, Bitcoin, all that stuff. Top of the link down below in the description, guys. So when we take a look at the Mana graph here, guys, on the day, something that it looks like I see coming to a head is a symmetrical wedge, because when we draw this, ignoring this big flag here, I know this flag is all the way up to $5, but if we ignore that and create it a little closer, this to me, I don't know if I'm missing something here, but I'm sure a lot of you guys could probably agree, looks to me like a symmetrical wedge forming, and this obviously looks like it could be gearing up for a breakout. Again, we do have the issue, you know, sometimes that these wedges are not really filled out. Ideally, you know, I'd like to see a little bit more of this filled out, and a little bit more of this filled out, some of this dead space, you know, to be more true to the form. But regardless, I definitely do see this acting as a kind of wedge in this fashion, a symmetrical wedge, and I think that definitely this does have potential to break out within a week or so. Again, we don't know exactly when, but I definitely could say that right now the line of support looks pretty straightforward, and that line of support, of course, right here is around 2.6, which is a really conservative estimate. You know, like I said earlier in the video, I really don't see it getting much below the, you know, 2.8s or 2.9s anytime in the near future. And when we look at this, you guys can see if we set our line here at 2.88, it has not dropped below that since yesterday, and even yesterday we were trading well within the 2.7s and 2.6s. So this is fantastic, guys, because what we're working with here is, again, a lack of volatility, a lack of people just taking their money and running and dumping, and that is always terrible. And I think that the majority of people who actually purchase this believe in this in the long run, and that is obviously fantastic. When we take a look at the relative strength index, which you guys can see over on the screen right now, we're right around 50, so this is all good. Again, nothing particularly volatile going on. It's very possible, again, that we could have some headroom here to move up to, you know, maybe 70 70 or down to 30 without having a lot of problems. And a move up to 70 would probably be, you know, in the like 3.1s or 3.2s or 3.3s at most. And then a move down up to the 30s would probably be somewhere in like the 2.9s, 2.8s, maybe 2.7 in a bad case scenario. But again, it's just showing us that we do have all this headroom, and even with any of these movements, we would still be within, you know, what looks like to be really a long period of consolidation here. I mean, when we look at this, this is giving me a vibe that, hey, between, you know, the high 2s and the low 3s, we're basically just going to sit for around a week. So that would definitely be my guess, my estimate, as to where I could see this in my personal opinion. When we check the Fibonacci retracement, which you guys can see over on the screen right now, it is going to give us some lines here, of course, based off of one of the most recent runs. So we have the bottom here at 2.88 and the top, of course, at 3.5-ish. And it looks as if really 3.5 is where it has issues. You guys can see this candle as well, this candle as well. 3.5 seems to be the spot where it does have trouble passing. But what we can tell from this Fibonacci retracement right now is that it looks as if there is a definite good amount to be said about this 78.6% line, of course, being the fact that even with a 78.6% decrease from the top here, we still are managing to support ourselves a little bit above 3. So this 78.6% line, the Fib line, is exactly 3, which, you know, is obviously a whole new digit. You know, numbers like that typically will work as lines of support or resistance. You know, to anytime you move to a new dollar, that definitely does seem to be kind of the obstacle. You know, Bitcoin, 50K, you know, every time you hit a new increment like that, it definitely does seem to be a line of support or resistance in some way, shape, or form. So you guys can see every time it goes below 3 a little bit, we do bounce back here, which always looks good. So again, you could be a little bit more aggressive if you wanted to with your estimate and just say, yeah, 3. I really don't think it's going to get much below 3 in the near future. And that is assuming that this Fibonacci retracement line is able to stay put for the next couple of days here, and we see something like this. So that is definitely a scenario which could occur. When we check the MACD, which you guys can see here over on the screen, it's given a light sell, nothing particularly drastic, just a light sell, and it's very possible, of course, that this could transition again back into the green. And TradingView here is giving us a soft buy, but TradingView is not particularly accurate on these things a lot of the time. So definitely take this as it is at face value, because it's not particularly the most accurate thing to do checking this spot here on TradingView. But with that being said, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to drop a like and a comment. Of course, let me know what you guys think this will be in a week from now. Again, I'm really hoping $5 sometime in the next 3 to 6 months. I think it is possible. I know that sounds like a long ways away, and hopefully it's even sooner, but I think on the safe side, we could hit a very stable $5 within the next few months, which I definitely think would be awesome for a lot of people out there. Again, guys, make sure to check out the Webull link at the top of the link down below in the description. I would always appreciate that. Drop a like and subscribe if you guys are new. That being said, everybody, my name is Matt. I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.